Hello all and welcome to this program on the School Connect. It gives us immense pleasure from IIT Madras to reach out to class 11 students. School children have unlimited enthusiasm and we sincerely hope that we are able to excite you enough so that you can translate that enthusiasm to us. So what are you going to do in this course? So as you already know from your choice, you have picked something to do with electronic systems. So what is an electronic system? These electronic systems are all around us. Though you are all in school and you cannot carry a mobile into school, you very well know that your parents and your relatives own one or more mobile per person. You would have used one, you know how to navigate through a mobile. But have you ever wondered what is inside that mobile? Welcome to this course. That's precisely what we are going to start with. We open up a mobile and we show you what is in there. And then we look at part by part and then we get into the heart or the life of this mobile, which is controlled by the battery. So when you talk about a battery, you always find a certain kind of a rating numbers written out there. Whether it's a small AA cell or it's a mobile battery, it's all very similarly rated in terms of some milliamp hours. Now what is this milliamp hour? Why did they choose milliamp hour as a rating for a battery? Again, we are going to study that in great detail. How do you charge this battery next? Using a charger. Now, a charger has a different rating. It's rated in watts or it's rated in amperes. Now, why did they choose to rate it that way? We'll look at that going forward. Have you ever wondered how a kettle actually works? You put water in there, you connect it to the plug and your water just comes out heated magically. How does this happen? What is the physics behind this? Well, it's all to do with resistances and we are going to look at that also in some detail. Then we also look at a very interesting gadget called the motor. This motor can actually work in two different ways. You supply current to it and the fan will rotate or the motor will rotate. On the other hand, if you rotate a motor manually, you end up generating a current, right? So this is called a generator. Now, how does this work? Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. So let's look at that also in some detail. Now, all of this practical demonstrations that we are going to make through this course is also going to be accompanied with the relevant but minimal theory. So this is not going to be a plain problem solving session. It is going to be a very applied course where we look at problems that are related to applications that you use in your daily life. So is that enough? Well, what is electronics without actually building something? So we thought, why not build something like this? Imagine how cool it would be to build a robot that can play soccer. Well, it turned out that people build this routinely and we thought we should enable you to build one as well. So every alternate week you will be presented with some exercise where you will be progressively building this robot that can play soccer. In the first week, you will be identifying and learning about the parts that you want to buy. You will order them from online or offline stores. Then you will assemble this robot in the next session and mechanically get this robot up and running. In the third session, you will program the robot to do something very interesting. Today, there is no electronic system without any programming. Hardware is always accompanied with some amount of programming and any electronics related person needs to be comfortable with some programming language or the other. So we thought we should introduce you to some programming as well. But don't worry, it's not that we expect you to know some programming. We are going to handhold you through this entire process. So we have a website, we have relevant do-it-yourself videos, we are going to have live sessions where we will guide you through this, and at the end of this process, in the end of the 8 weeks, you are essentially going to be building a robot that can play soccer and you will also be able to analyze some of the functionalities and some of the properties of this motor and battery and so on that actually controls this robot. With that brief introduction, I welcome you to this course and I hope you will have a great time listening to these lectures and getting your hands dirty trying out some exciting experiments. Welcome aboard.